And who are the central banks? Who is the IMF, the ECB, the private West Central Banks, the BIS, the Rothschild banks, and the out Epstein Island. So in this movie, there is a sex island, because Epstein Island isn't the only sex island out there. Because Epstein Island isn't the only sex island out there.
Because Epstein Island isn't the only sex island out there.
What do you mean? Okay, talk about the sex island, because this thing's dealing with Colombia. Talk about the sex island.
In this particular film,
I'm going to come over here and find Jim Caviezel on the Matrix. I'm going to hit the little edit button. I'm going to paste the URL. And then come up with a witty title. There is a link that says QAnon weirdos repost clips of Sound of Freedom's Tim Ballard explaining Epstein Island to Steve Bannon, so that other people can get to this same post and watch it for themselves. You can go to justice.gov/Epstein and put in Steve Bannon into the screen. Sorry about that. Into the search field. And oh gosh, there are so many. This one right here. Okay. A text message conversation between Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein. This is back in 2019, so that's 4 years before that interview with Jesus/Tim Ballard. Here they discuss the Daily Beast article about the judge ordering the release of sealed documents. They talk about my guy's in Israel. Can we connect him to Ehud, the former prime minister of Israel? Jeffrey Epstein says name, Aaron Klein. This guy, by the way, winds up shortly after this conversation, ends up becoming an advisor to Benjamin Netanyahu. He's still there. They talk about meeting with Mike Pompeo to get support. Mike Pompeo, of course, is working in the Trump administration. Jeffrey Epstein asks him, did you reach out to Mike Pompeo or anyone about his aspiration to become Deputy Secretary General of NATO? Time sensitive. Steve responds and says, yes, yes, yes. Then they talk about having lunch with Watson. The problem is their country is a nothing burger, something blah, blah, blah. About Poland and the Baltic are important. The Watson. He says, yes. Can I join you? Yes. See, you still going to see Watson on Monday? Yes, and you are coming. We are scheduled to go to his house in Cold Spring Harbor. I will then go to airport and island for the rest of the week. Again, this is 4 years before that conversation with Jesus/Tim Ballard. Cool. If we can arrange it, can we film on the island? Yes. Now right-click that and say copy link address. You can come back over here to Steve Bannon and click on him. You'll see he's outlined in crimson. That means that he is within 2 degrees of both Tim Ballard and also Jeffrey Epstein. To add link, do it again. Now when somebody selects Steve Bannon, they're able to see that link. Steve Bannon conversation in the Epstein files with Epstein about Aaron Klein getting a position in Benjamin Netanyahu's government, and also meeting with the Watson and going to the island. While we are here, we're going to see the connections, first-degree connections. Does he have Jim Caviezel, also known as Jesus/Tim Ballard? And he does not, so we're going to come over here and hit add. I click Jim Caviezel. Boom. Jim Caviezel, interviewee. Here's the Jacobins article on the incident about Aaron Klein, basically Jerusalem Bureau Chief at Breitbart, who used to work for Steve Bannon, in other words, played a key role in Trump's 2016 campaign, basically getting the job over in Bibi Netanyahu's government, a post he still holds today. We'll go ahead and copy that. Okay, so now we have Aaron Klein. We have a short description. Here's the link to the Jacobin article. I'm going to go ahead and start adding that. And then I'm going to use the first degree associations to add, first of all, Steve Bannon, the Epstein files. Problem is that Benjamin Netanyahu, I haven't had enough reasons to put him in until now. So we're going to need a position for an Epstein file, because we're creating separate documents inside here for the Epstein files. Then I made this video about it. What did you do last night?